everyone, welcome back to my channel, where I make art and talk about my favorite topics of the week. It's Valentine's Day. Sort of. Almost. Valentine's Day is tomorrow, if you are watching on the day this video goes up, and I wanted to make some cute ship art for a couple, and I just happen to be a believer in the cult of Lotus. No, not the flower. It is the ship name for Loki and Mantis, a ship that became really popular in the Marvel Rivals community, although I am sure there were some Lotus truthers out there before that. But anyway, that's who I'm drawing today. First off, on the topic of shipping, I have to talk about this. I've noticed the culture of fandom has shifted so much in the past few years, because tell me why Lotus is so controversial. This isn't even about shipping wars or whatever, it's about shipping in general. As far as ships go, while I obviously think Lotus is cute, it's also incredibly tame in my opinion. There's a reason it gained a lot of traction in such a short time. They managed to hit a lot of favored tropes, like the good girl bad boy and the hero villain I can fix him kind of vibe, as well as matching color schemes. All contributors to the pairing's popularity. Yet, under almost every fan art or whatever featuring Lotus, there are dozens of people being shocked at the mere concept of a relationship between these two characters. It's like people cannot wrap their minds around the idea of shipping a non-canon couple. Like, where is your imagination? Where is your whimsy? But also, shout out to Rivals for sort of canonizing this ship through the official art and voice lines. I'm just saying, even if you don't ship them, it shouldn't be that hard to understand why someone else would, right? I'm mostly kidding. It's all fun anyway. I actually just think it's funny when people who don't really engage in these parts of fandom stumble upon fan art or headcanons and are utterly confused when they were just looking for, like, gaming strategy guides or something. Fandom has always had many different sides, but the lines used to be much clearer. The shift towards algorithm-based social media means these lines cross way more often, leading some people to strange new internet experiences. Alright, I've said my piece on that, so I'm going to talk about my art now. I was kind of inspired by those vintage illustrations, and I was looking at a lot of pieces by or inspired by J.C. Leyendecker. This was never meant to be a style study, but I did want the vibes, you know? I found this image for a pose reference on Pinterest, which I thought worked perfectly for what I was trying to go for. I'm pretty sure this is a shot of a performance from that all-female Japanese theater troupe, but I have no idea which show this is. I see TikToks about them show up every once in a while, and they are always delivering some insane immaculate vibes, like this. I actually wasn't sure if I was going to go for male or female Loki when I started this piece, and I did consider doing two versions, but then I got lazy and I ran out of time, so what you see now is what you get. This also ended up being a bit of a character design, or more like if these two got Valentine's themed skins in Rivals. Listen, there's a theme to this video and I am going to stick to it. I took a lot of inspiration from some of their existing skin designs and slapped some heart imagery all over it. I did make a very brief design before starting this, so I knew what I wanted before going in, but it's pretty simple. Especially for Loki, we don't see most of his body, so the main design part was for the horns, which I wanted to make sure they still looked like Loki-style horns. Earlier when I was making the designs, I tried different types of horns, like a curled C-shaped ram's horn, so that it could look like half a heart. But it didn't read very Loki to me, so I ended up going with this shorter twisted horn instead, which is a little more reminiscent of something like his President Loki design. Mantis was also pretty easy to make Valentine themed, in my opinion. At least the antenna. When they curl up like that, they kinda already form a heart shape, and I just did a cute pixie cut with bang curls that also form a heart. Unfortunately, because of the angle her head is positioned, I don't even know if that part of the design is reading properly in this drawing. I did have to redo her outfit once though. I decided a more fantastical style would be more suitable considering the rest of the piece. She's overall very plant themed as a character, so I ended up using a lot of flower motifs for her outfit. I was also kind of going for a decorative Valentine's card or poster design for this one. A lot of the Leyendecker pieces have a solid dark background, but I felt like adding something to mine. I had this moment like a few weeks ago where I just kept downloading new free stuff from the Clip Studio Asset Store, and I got a bunch of decorative brushes, so that's what I used for this piece today. I don't know, I might have lost the plot here a bit, but I've spent a long time already on the rest of this piece. So anyway, happy Valentine's Day again. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any suggestions for video ideas, you can let me know in the comments below. Follow me on Instagram at KaylinVerse to see the rest of my work. If you want to support me so I can keep making more videos, you can subscribe or donate to my Ko-fi, or find my stuff for purchase on Redbubble and Imprint. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.